So there's quite a bit of players upset with Fallout 76 and the future that Bethesda has planned for it. In case you don't know, Bethesda recently released a trailer over the next DLC that the game's supposed to be getting in 2024. In case you don't know, we're supposed to be going to Atlantic City in Fallout 76, which is an awesome thing to think about, that we're going to a whole new area to explore around. However, it's supposed to be another expedition. In case you don't know, expeditions are missions that we get to repeat over and over. We travel over to this new area within a vertibird, and we take on this expedition that we can go on. We can't place our camps over here. We can't do any major quest lines like the Brotherhood of Steel quest line that we got in the game. That was an amazing DLC that we got. That quest line was awesome. But yeah, there's no major quest lines that we can do over at the pit. It's just repeatable missions that we do in a confined area at the pit. Now, what a lot of players are concerned about is that this is just going to be the same thing over again. As you can see in the comments of Bethesda's trailer that they made for this next DLC, one of the top comments here with the most likes states, expeditions need to offer more than just repeatable missions. They need to have explorable environments, which I completely agree with this comment. Actually, I think that would help improve and bring players back majorly if there's a whole new area that we can explore around and dive into a new quest line that we can get invested into, as well as, unique rewards from that quest line too, like the Brotherhood of Steel quest line once again. As some of you may know, there's plenty of extra space too around on the map in Fallout 76, so they could open up different areas of the map that aren't being used. I mean, I don't know how exactly hard that would be, but that could be a possibility Bethesda could think about doing in the future. Some kind of faction comes over to this vicinity of the map and they built up a settlement over in that area, and then we can just dive into a whole new quest line. Or with this Atlantic City that's going to be coming out, maybe they could make it something a little bigger than just an expedition. Maybe they can give the player more of a reason to go over to Atlantic City besides just repeating a mission over and over to get, unique currency and whatnot. It'd be cool if Bethesda could make this area where we could explore around in Atlantic City and maybe start some side quest over here, or a major quest line over here to get to know the lore of the area. Also, I heard that there could be the Jersey Devil over in Atlantic City too, so we could be getting a new boss fight too over in this new expedition that we're supposed to be doing. One of the reasons why people think we're going to be going up against the Jersey Devil, it's because it's the only cryptid on a card that we can't actually fight in the game. It's one of the new rewards that we can get. We can collect these cryptid cards, and one of them is the Jersey Devil, and currently we are not able to fight that in the game. However, all the other cryptids that are on cards we are able to fight in the game. So yeah, players are just assuming that we're going to be going up against the Jersey Devil sometime in Fallout 76. It makes sense. But anyways, yeah, I know Bethesda had to have seen the feedback over the first expedition with the pit. A lot of players were disappointed in it. I mean, don't get me wrong, it was fun for a little bit, but eventually after going to the pit over and over, it felt boring. So yeah, hopefully they do more with this expedition with Atlantic City. And the way they're promoting it, it makes me think that they may do more with it. But I mean, I don't know. They did promote the pit the same way, and it ended up being, kind of a letdown, to be real. But as you can see, there's also other comments within this trailer talking about the same thing. If Atlantic City is an expedition, I hope it offers greater depth, like an explorable region, questing, events, gambling, etc. We need more meat on the bone. And I completely agree with this comment as well. This is the second highest comment on this trailer too. So Bethesda has to see that players are wanting more with going over to these locations. They're just wanting more to do over in these areas besides just repeating the same kind of missions over and over. Hopefully they can give the players more of a reason to go over to Atlantic City. Like having some unique side quests over there that would, bring more lore to the area of Atlantic City would be great. Instead of just doing the repeatable missions that we have to do going over there. Like instead of having to do those, we can just go and do our own thing instead of having to be on a mission when traveling over to the Atlantic City, if that makes sense. Heck, that second highest liked comment nailed it. Like an explorable region, questing, events, gambling, just different things that we can do over in the area besides just the same thing over and over. Hopefully they can give us more reasons to go over to Atlantic City. As you can see, let's go ahead and just dive into the replies over this top comment here. Let's see some other players' thoughts. This guy said, it needs to be on par with what ESO has. I'd also like the locations to be able to have camp placement, so there's more to it than a linear mission. The pit sucked in this regard. I agree with what this guy says. ESO does get some crazy DLCs. Like, they look awesome. Fallout 76 could blow up if it got the kind of content ESO gets. But anyways, what's this next one say here? The current The Pit map expansions are already explorable without time limit, and there is hidden lore to be found. The game saves on checkpoints, and you can pause and continue at a later time if you decide to follow the mission objectives. I think repeatable, challenging missions are what is needed, as the game has not much in-game content. More expeditions will give players the choice to pick from more than the current 2 raids, so it doesn't get boring too quickly. It appears that is what they are doing with this one. Expeditions are a way to get off the main map. They are removing requirements to start one. Now you can simply go whenever you want. From the video, it appears there is a working casino with NPCs along with a mission you can do. How much to explore and story included is undetermined though. That would be a good start. Atlantic City has too much potential to be confined to simple missions. This is an expedition. All my excitement was just lost. Why don't they add more world space to explore like they did with the other Fallouts, or how Elder Scrolls Online adds new lands to explore? Expeditions are so boring. Maybe they have been putting all their resources and time into Starfield is my guess. I love how explorable the pit maps are though. My only real complaint has been that the ceiling on areas is so low that I can't get on top of buildings and really look around, despite all the fanatics set dressing up there. Yeah, I was disappointed in the pit. I was hoping for Explorer Land. Or IDK, a story? Explorable environments is the only reason I played 76, but I have done and seen it. What else am I going to do? Repeatable missions? I hate those. Why couldn't they just made a new Vegas 2 kind of game? Good quest and faction. Yes, the pit uses interior cells for the 2 maps. The invisible walls and the limits of the skybox are side effects of the cell's size limitations. To be honest, I think they did a good job with the pit's level design to hide this from player as much as possible. You do know you can explore, you're not timed. Haven't even done the pit with its obnoxious pre-requirements quest. Bro, I'm pretty sure this isn't just some cheap expedition, but a brand new expansion. They wouldn't hype everyone up for just some expedition. Maybe your issue is that you are not playing with people, because trust me, this game is amazing and they worked hard from very pushy community to still working on it even after the game died for a while. So take a look and appreciate it for what it is and stop asking for more details, because trust me my friend, it's coming. So just wait and keep playing and supporting. I want expeditions to go somewhere out of the USA, Canada, or Mexico. So close enough so it's considered lore accurate. Okay. That's quite a bit of comments there. I mean, a lot of these comments we're talking about, they're hoping it's more than just an expedition. I mean, I'm not going to go over all the comments in the trailer, but, go check out the video for yourself and read some of the comments. You'll realize that a lot of players are wanting some kind of new story content or just a whole new area to be able to explore around, which I completely agree. If Bethesda could be able to do that sometime in the future, give us a whole new area to explore and a whole new quest line to dive into, that'd be amazing. I mean, they have given us a new boss fight, and there's a possibility of another new boss fight coming with this Atlantic City DLC. Once again, there's a possibility of the boss being the Jersey Devil. However, it would just be amazing if we could just get a whole new area to explore around and dive into some new lore. Figured I would just touch base on this topic, since this is a topic in the comments as well of the new DLC that we're supposed to be getting in the future of Fallout 76. Hope you all found this video enjoyable, and I would love to know what your guys' thoughts are too of what you want to see in the future. But yeah, I'm out of here, everyone. As always, thanks for taking the time, watching and listening. Until next time, peace